Next fight, who is it?
It's going to be Makhachev. I'm almost certain, which is good. I'm going to get back for Volk, and then don't know where at this point, but it will be this year.
Israel Adesanya just made a bold prediction that has MMA fans buzzing. He believes Della Maddalena is the one to give Islam Makhachev his toughest challenge yet.
I honestly believe him because I just think he's not going to be able to hand with him on the scrambles, or when he gets back up. He's gonna, like, Della is just so stoic.
The hype surrounding Makhachev's leap into the welterweight division is reaching a fever pitch, and while many see him as an invincible force, Adesanya's endorsement of Della Maddalena has sparked a new wave of intrigue around this potential matchup. Could the Australian outsider be the one to hand Makhachev his first defeat in years? Adesanya thinks so, and the reasoning behind it is more than just talk.
I know he said he wants to get one back for Alexander Volkanovski here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight. Honestly, it's gonna be. I saw his fight against Bilal. He's good, man. He is good. When he beginning fighting in UFC, he had problem with the wrestling, but now he's improved because I see he training a lot with the wrestlers, with the grapplers, and that's why he's a champion right now, and he's good everywhere.
The UFC is on the edge of its seat, waiting for Makhachev's welterweight debut, which will see him attempt to become a two-division champion by moving up from lightweight. At 155 pounds, Makhachev dominated the division with his unique blend of wrestling and striking, using his size and strength to overpower opponents. But now, facing a jump of 15 pounds to 170, Makhachev enters unknown territory. Will his technical mastery and grappling heavy style work against bigger, stronger fighters? That's the question everyone is asking as the clock ticks down to what could be a career-defining fight for the Dagestani.
Because I just think he's not going to be able to hand with him on the scrambles, or when he gets back up. He's gonna, like, Della is just so stoic. And he just, like you said, focuses on his own game. And when he does that, I really think he's gonna get him. And I can't wait till that happens. And wherever it is, I'm gonna be there.
What are your thoughts on Jean Silva? Is that Jean
Silva?
Della Maddalena, who recently secured the welterweight title, is a city kickboxing product and a training partner of other UFC stars like Alexander Volkanovski and Adesanya himself. Though not as well known as Makhachev, Della Maddalena is widely considered a dangerous fighter with a strong all-around game. His striking is clean and technical, and his defense against takedowns is impressive. Adesanya, who knows a thing or two about the pressure of defending his title against top competition, believes Della Maddalena's unique skills will be enough to neutralize Makhachev's grappling-heavy approach.
How are we feeling about that?
I think Della is gonna get it done. I feel from talking to Tim and also seeing Della, and also I've only sparred Della once, like not really hard crazy, but and I didn't try and take him down at all, but I've seen him at your gym sparring, and his scrambles are crazy.
Yeah, he's
even
good
watching him
scrambles.
with Bilal as well, and Gilbert Burns. His scrambles are crazy, and I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on him, he's like, oh shit, I'm standing with this guy, I have to take him down. And then he tries, gets him down, and he gets back up, or he couldn't get him down, because he's a big dude. People don't realize how big Della is as well, and he's solid. So I really
Dense,
think,
man, just dense.
dense, yeah. Like when I felt, like I said, we're sparring, and then it's just a weight behind it, and the way he throws it, the body banging, man. Good.
This notion of Makhachev facing a more formidable opponent than anticipated is echoed by Makhachev's own camp. Javier Mendez, Makhachev's coach, is aligned with Khabib Nurmagomedov's assessment that Della Maddalena presents the toughest test of Makhachev's career to date. According to Mendez, Della Maddalena's skill set is dangerous because he mixes things up so well in his striking. He doesn't just headhunt, but works the body and head, keeping his opponents guessing. Mendez also highlighted Della Maddalena's strong takedown defense, which will be a key factor in neutralizing Makhachev's wrestling-heavy game.
Islam basically did what I did. He vacated, wants to chase a second belt. Like, Ilya acknowledged that. Like, Ilya can trash talk, but he even acknowledged that, you know, Islam's not ducking me, he's not afraid.
Yeah, that's correct. But see, this is the thing. Islam, after he hit his first title defense, he had said, Coach, what do you think? You know, I defend the title here, get the most title defenses, and after that, if the opportunity comes up for a welterweight title, I would like to do a legacy fight. What do you think? I said, man, that's a great idea. So this whole idea about Islam going up to welterweight was already in his mind before even Topuria was even in the picture. So this is not something that Islam was trying to, avoid this. No, he wanted the legacy fight. What would you want? I mean, like what Topuria did was fantastic too. He wanted the legacy fight. I applaud both of them. I think they're both unbelievable fighters, and and I think at some point maybe the UFC will match them together. But let's be honest. We have to get by JDM too, and that's not going to be. Khabib and I have our work cut out for us, and other coaches. This is not an easy task. This is a very dangerous individual, and we better come at it correctly. Otherwise, we're going to come out looking. What next? There is no next. You got to climb back the ladder again.
Makhachev's coach also admitted that the fight won't be easy, even though they have full confidence in Makhachev's abilities. The fight is expected to be a strategic battle, with Makhachev needing to adapt to Della Maddalena's striking while finding a way to impose his will on the ground. It's clear from the praise Mendez has for Della Maddalena that Islam isn't facing a walkover. This is a serious test of Makhachev's ability to adjust and overcome.
What do you think makes JDM so dangerous? What's his best attribute?
I think what makes JDM so dangerous, number one, he's unbeaten for quite a while.
Yep.
He's had quite a long win streak, and the fact that this guy mixes it up extremely well. He goes to the body, to the head. He doesn't just stick head hunting. He mixes it all up. He goes body, punch, boom, and then all of a sudden a kick comes. And with him, his takedown defense is really, really good also. So we are not in a situation where we can think, we're going to go to the ground and no, we got to see what he's going to give us. And we have to, we're going to have to make him give us something, because I don't know if he's going to. He's really that good.
Yeah, I believe Khabib recently said that's Islam's toughest test. Do you agree?
I'm going to have to 1,000,000% agree with Khabib. I think this is our toughest test, and this is Khabib, and my biggest responsibility is to make sure we get Islam on tip-top shape and ready to do what we think and we believe he will do, and that's win. But it's not going to be easy.
Khabib, who has been a constant presence in Makhachev's career, also weighed in on the matchup, claiming that Della Maddalena presents a much tougher challenge than Ilia Topuria, who many fans had hoped to see Makhachev face next. Khabib pointed to the size difference between Della Maddalena and Topuria, emphasizing that the Australian's bigger frame and stronger legs could be crucial in their bout. The former UFC lightweight champion's endorsement is important, as Khabib has first-hand knowledge of what makes Makhachev such a threat. For Khabib, it's the physicality of Della Maddalena that sets him apart from Topuria, who is smaller and less versatile in his approach.
Считаю, что Maddalena самый сложный соперник в ислам-карьере. Илья или Maddalena для меня больше будет волновать и волнует Maddalena.
Wow, just imagine if Jack beats Islam. That fight would be great also.
You versus Jack?
Yeah, I would love to fight him.
What do you think? I saw Khabib said that he thinks that Jack is a harder fighter for Islam than you.
What he's gonna say.
Yeah.
As much as Della Maddalena is seen as a formidable opponent, Makhachev's pedigree in wrestling is undeniable. In his previous bout, Makhachev took down Charles Oliveira to win the lightweight title, and his grappling pressure was a key factor in the victory. On the other hand, fighters like Dustin Poirier have highlighted that Makhachev's striking style, awkward and unorthodox, can leave room for a skilled opponent to capitalize. Poirier, having faced Makhachev, believes that stopping the takedowns in the early rounds will be crucial for Della Maddalena. If he can impose his size and striking early on, Della Maddalena could put Makhachev on the back foot, making him hesitant and off balance.
Yeah, for real. Do you think he beats Jack Della Maddalena?
I think we'll find out first, second round how much trouble he has getting him down. I think if he gets those takedowns, he's gonna get the win. If Jack can stop those takedowns, which he does have good takedown defense, I think the boxing and the size could wear on Islam and give him some problems. But his striking's, awkward and different. You have to worry so much about the takedown. You can't plant your feet and throw off those number combinations and really rip and sit on your punches, because he's going to change levels. So it changes the way you fight. For me, it did. I'm speaking from experience. So we'll see how Jack approaches and how Jack executes out there. But if you're worried about takedowns, your shots are different. You're not sitting on everything and standing in front of the guy. You're trying to move and be light on your feet. I think the first 2 rounds will tell us how this fight's gonna go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he wins and Ilya wins, because Ilya's also saying this week he wants to go up to welterweight if he wins this, which, as you said, would stall out the division further. I don't think the other lightweights want that, but I couldn't imagine 5'7" Ilya fighting at 170.
Still, many see Makhachev's wrestling as his ace in the hole. UFC veteran Michael Bisping expressed doubts about Makhachev's ability to make the jump to welterweight, arguing that the size difference at 170 pounds could be more than Makhachev can handle. Bisping pointed to Makhachev's tough fight with Volkanovski at UFC 284 as evidence that Makhachev's style doesn't always translate well against smaller, faster fighters. With Della Maddalena's ability to combine size with skillful striking, Bisping believes this could be a tough matchup for the Russian.
Yeah, there's a few things there. So Jack says that Islam's too small for him. I think he's got a point. Volk, what a guy. He's awesome, right? He's just brilliant.
What a guy.
So he's awesome. He's got a great sense of humor. He's humble. He's funny. He fights his ass off. You know, he's the man. If you've ever been around him, he's a very big man. He's the man, but he's a smaller man. Okay.
Yeah.
And that first fight with Islam, he gave him everything he could handle.
Other fighters like Jorge Masvidal have echoed this sentiment. Masvidal pointed out that while Makhachev may have dominated at lightweight, the weight cut to 155 pounds could be a major factor in how well he performs at welterweight. The physical demands of moving up a division are no small feat, and Masvidal believes Della Maddalena's relentless aggression and finishing ability could give Makhachev all sorts of problems. Masvidal's respect for Della Maddalena, especially after his dominant performance against Belal Muhammad, underscores the challenges Makhachev will face in this fight.
I've seen Islam, bro. He's a big guy. He's sucking out a lot of weight to get to 55. I think he might start doing better at 70. Problem is though, Jack is special. We're gonna see just how special he is if he beats Islam Jack, #1 pound for, wow, that's impressive, you know. I'm leaning towards Islam, brother.
Oh, really?
You know, but I really think it's gonna be a tough fight for him, but a great fight, man.
Jack was able to defend takedown attempts by Belal.
Belal has the best cardio in MMA, but Belal doesn't have Islam's technique. Not same technique, not same. Very good, very aggressive. Belal never stops a dog. Attack. But Islam is like smart, man. Boom, you know. Islam's level of wrestling is above. His stand-up game is improving. I don't think he could go stand-up in the beginning with Jack. Jack has way better hands, way better range, faster, stronger. But as the rounds go on later and later, he could do.
Adding another layer to this matchup is the tactical insight shared by Ilya Topuria. The undefeated lightweight, who is also eyeing a move to welterweight, believes Della Maddalena should target Makhachev's body to neutralize his wrestling game. Topuria, known for his sharp boxing and powerful body shots, sees this strategy as a critical key for Della Maddalena's success. If the Australian can exploit Makhachev's body early, it might slow down the Russian's takedown attempts and force him to rethink his approach. It's a subtle detail, but one that could prove pivotal in a fight of this magnitude.
The advice, like, he has to work the straight body shots, because that takes away the intentions of the takedown. If he works with the straight body shots, he's gonna stop his intentions of the takedowns. And he's doing a great job in the striking. I like how he fights.
Another important aspect of the fight will be the grappling exchanges, with both fighters highly skilled in their respective disciplines. Craig Jones, a renowned jiu-jitsu coach who has worked with Della Maddalena, is seen as a major asset in the Australian's corner. Jones has also helped Alexander Volkanovski prepare for Makhachev in the past, and his experience with high-level grapplers could give Della Maddalena an edge in defending against Makhachev's takedowns.
So I think, like, Islam, the size difference is going to be quite a lot bigger than people think. And we've seen how Volk did on the ground and how much Islam struggled with him in the grappling exchanges. And having seen Jack and Volks work together, seeing the skill sets, like, this is a perfect one. The UFC want guys that stand and bang. I'm trying to still help them out, even though potentially enemies.
So you feel confident about this one?
Very, very confident for this one.
While many are excited to see this fight unfold, some, like Stephen Thompson, believe that Della Maddalena might be taking on too much too soon. Thompson pointed out that there are other contenders in the welterweight division who have earned their shot at the title, like Shavkat Rakhmonov or Ian Gary, and that giving Della Maddalena the chance to fight Makhachev right after winning the title might be seen as unfair to those who've been waiting for their turn.
Who do you think wins that fight between Islam and Jack Della Maddalena?
Well, first off, I gotta say, if I was Shavkat Rakhmonov or Ian Gary or somebody that is right there who's really worked hard to get there, I'd be pretty pissed. Because, you know, this guy, JDM, just got the title, and then he's giving somebody else a shot at what I've earned the right to have, you know, which is the title shot. Like, give JDM a shot at, you know, give him one or two more guys. If he beats them, then give him somebody outside the division. But I would be kind of pissed. I would be kind of upset that they're giving this guy immediately somebody from 155 division. Now, I think it's a very tough fight for Islam Makhachev. Bigger guy, somebody who won the title from somebody with a similar style in Bilal Muhammad. I do believe Islam Makhachev striking is a lot better than Bilal Muhammad's, but their pressure, their cardio, their wrestling background, fairly similar. Obviously, I think one would be better than the other, but he's faced somebody a lot exactly like him. So I think it would be a tough fight for Islam for sure.
As the fight draws nearer, the predictions continue to fly. Bilal Muhammad, who recently faced Makhachev, believes the Russian's grappling will prove too much for Della Maddalena. Muhammad admitted that Makhachev's ability to control the pace and dominate on the ground is what separates him from other fighters, and he expects that to be the decisive factor in this matchup.
How do you think Islam versus JDM goes down?
Honestly, I think Islam will probably take him down. Like, Islam's wrestled really good. Like, even with me, I like really committed to it. I took it down. Their team's so good at like hacking in a game plan and sticking to it.
You said that you kind of abandoned the game plan a little. You think if you got a rematch, you would change the game plan a bit?
No, I mean, honestly, I think I won three rounds, but you have to go out there and make it more clear. When you get into the cage and you're fighting, right, you get into that, like, all right, I feel like striking. Let's keep going. I was doing well with it. Let's keep going. If your coach is trying to get you to focus on the game plan again, it's like, nah, man, I'm doing well with it. You're thinking you're doing better than you are. Every fight, you gain something from it, right? This fight, I gained something from it.
On the other hand, Charles Oliveira, who has faced both Makhachev and Della Maddalena, sees the Australian's patience and striking prowess as key strengths. Oliveira noted that Della Maddalena's ability to break opponents down over time could cause Makhachev problems, but he also cautioned that Makhachev's grappling would be a game changer. Oliveira believes that Della Maddalena will have to keep the fight standing to avoid being overwhelmed on the ground.
O que você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem te magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. Foi o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Islam vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Islam agarrar e botar pra baixo é o time.
This matchup is quickly becoming one of the most anticipated in UFC history, with predictions flying from all corners of the MMA world. One thing is certain, Islam Makhachev's welterweight journey will be anything but easy. Whether Della Maddalena can live up to the hype and pull off an upset, or whether Makhachev's dominant wrestling and pressure prove too much remains to be seen, but this fight has the potential to shake up the welterweight division in a big way.